Hey everyone, my name's Gilberto and we are back again. It has been far too long, but we are back here with another Wi-Fi battle. And a lot of things are going to be new. So first of all, it has been forever since we've done 6v6. And this is definitely a first. I helped to create a league with a friend of mine. Of course, there will be plenty of links down in the description. But we created this league and it's been a lot of fun. We have so many fantastic people on board. And this is going to be our week 1 matchup against the New York Charmanders. Of course, we here represent the New Jersey Brobats, and I'm incredibly excited for this matchup and for the season ahead. It's going to be such a fantastic season. But like I said, this is new for me in a lot of ways, but other than that, I really just want to get into this battle. So
our week 1 team should come up on in just a second. Yes, here we go. This is my week 1 team. I have Cartana, Volcanion, Galvantula, Lanturn, Crobat, and Chinchino, and there we have Sableye, Florges, Kyurem Black, Hoopa, Bound, Registeel, and Tornadus. Okay. So, what am I thinking here? Part of me wants to lead with Lanturn and Volt Switch out just in case he leads with Registeel. But that doesn't seem too likely. No, he probably would lead with Registeel. I feel like he would lead with Registeel. But if I really think he's going to lead with Registeel, I would lead with Crobat, wouldn't I? And then I could U-turn out after a taunt, and or defog if I have to. What else would he lead with? He might lead with Sableye, I guess? I feel like he would want to set up rocks against my team. And my best option might just be to... Yeah, I'm going to hard read that Registeel lead and just lead with that Crobat. It does have taunt. It's a really simple set. It's just Brave Bird, U-turn, taunt, and defog, just in case he does get those rocks up. My team doesn't like them a whole lot, but I think we can manage with that. There's Brobat. We match, our pink matches. I don't think that's going to be Registeel. Interesting, okay. It's Sableye. Now it is Mega Sableye, so it has to Mega Evolve as soon as it can. Now I honestly think that this thing might just want to Will-O-Wisp me straight away. I'm not quite sure what else it would do other than just Will-O-Wisp me right away. I don't think it gets rocked, but I'm not 100% sure about that, and I don't think that's worth looking up. I'm pretty positive it doesn't. So I think it's worth just swapping out here. But into whom would I go? Right, so I don't know what you would do except for maybe you knock me off? I don't know. Why lead off with this? I don't have any hazards that you would want to Magic Bounce. And you do have Prankster Will-O-Wisp for now. Yeah, I'm gonna make the really obvious read, and actually, you know what? I need to know something. Does Magic Bounce bounce back taunt? I have no idea. I feel like it doesn't, but I don't know. Just goes for the knockoff straight away. Magic Bounce Taunt. I'm gonna just Google that. Okay, so Taunt is here. Reflects, including status moves, entry hazard moves like Taunt and Torment. So, okay, it does. That's good to know. Kinda stinks, but it's good to know. Okay. So, all you did was take away my Assault Vest, which doesn't hurt me too much. What would you swap into here? You'd probably want to go into Florges, if anything, but you really don't have a good switch in for a straight-up Fire Blast here. Oh, this thing doesn't have Fire Blast. I guess it's Flamethrower on it. Which ultimately isn't the worst thing in the world, I guess, but it was definitely supposed to have Fire Blast. That was just a genning mistake, I guess. Okay, I'll just go for the Flamethrower. I probably should have gone for the Steam Eruption. Yeah, there really wasn't... Well, if the Kyurem swaps in, then yeah. Steam Eruption was a mistake, but I don't see the Kyurem coming in here. I think if anything, Kyurem is the least likely Pokemon to want to switch in here. Steam Eruption would have been fine. I probably missed out on a little bit of damage, but ultimately it'll be fine. Is that Florges? Oh, it is Florges. That's interesting. That is interesting. Now, I do happen to have Sludge Bomb on this thing. And that does a lot on its own. That does quite a bit on its own. Now, okay, Sludge Bomb, judging by that, Sludge Bomb's gonna do like 60-ish%. But either way, it's worth testing out, and it's worth just doing damage to this thing, especially since I don't think you do much to me other than toxic me, I guess? But I'm not too concerned about that, unless you double into Registeel. I don't think you double into Registeel. I don't see a double happening here at all, especially against Volcanion. And, I don't know, I was Assault Vested, but that, again, that doesn't really do much against me. To take away my Assault Vest, it's honestly kind of fine with me. Goes for the Wish. Gonna be Wish Protect, okay. Okay, that changes things a little bit, but here's the Sludge Wave. Here's the Sludge Wave. Yeah, it does exactly how much, about exactly how much I said it would. So here's where I have to switch out. But does he protect here? I feel like my best switch in here is Crobat, and I honestly want to scare him with a potential Cross Poison, a potential Sludge Bomb, and then I could U-turn, get some sort of a matchup going on. But I think I'm gonna do that, right? Especially if I swap in on the Protect. The only reason, well, yeah, the best reason I think Crobat would be the best switch in would be for potential Toxic play. If you want to predict me to do something and you go for the Toxic to gain a little bit of momentum, but you're so low already. I honestly think you're gonna Protect here. I don't know how you don't Protect. Actually, Chinchino might be a great play. Chinchino might put me in a really good spot. If you Wish Pass. I think if the plan is to Wish Pass, then Chinchino is probably the best play. So would you protect or would you Wish Pass? That could go either way in my head. I'm gonna go to Crobat. I think it puts me in a decent position either way. Oh, you do Wish Pass. Oh, that's interesting. I honestly didn't see that coming. And it's not like Chinchino would have done that much for me in the other matchup either way, but here it really doesn't do anything for me. Now, I have no idea what Hoopa does. So, let me think. I kind of want to taunt it, because I kind of feel like it's going to do something crazy. Does it get, like, agility? What does Hoopa do? I've already taken a bunch of time. This is like 5 minutes worth of game for not much actually happening. But I am concerned. What does Hoopa do? Does it get like agility? I feel like just cause you can Psychic me. Oh, you can Trick Room as well. That's interesting. I did not consider that. Okay, so yeah, that I'm just gonna U-turn out here. Yeah, you do withdraw. Okay. So I did get a decent matchup. Not the best matchup, but I did make somewhat of a good call here. Goes out with the Sableye as I U-turn out. Now that does a decent amount. That does a mad decent amount. Okay. Okay, what do I do here? I feel like Chinchino could do something for me. No, I feel like I need to preserve Chinchino as is. I kind of want to just go into Galvantula and Volt Switch out. Yeah, I'm going to do that. No matter what, it's going to do a decent amount, and if the Sableye stays in, then I'm probably going to go into Volcanion, because I'm going to assume knockoff. I think he would want to stay in on the Galvantula and try to knock off his potential specs. But if he switches out, then obviously I get initiative and things just happen from there. But I honestly think that he is going to try to knock me off. That's what I would do. I would probably try to knock off a potential specs, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't have even brought Sableye, because Sableye I don't see Sableye doing a whole bunch to my team, but I could be wrong about that. I could definitely be wrong about that. I'm really curious to see what Sableye actually does. Yeah, I was just gonna check. I've already locked in my move. I'm Volt switching no matter what, and I honestly didn't expect my team to have this much Volt turn on it, but I really like it. I really gotta enjoy it. And I didn't even have Beedrill, which is like the ultimate Volt turner, or U-turner. But either way, I go for the Volt switch. And I think, yeah, I definitely just go into Volcanion, like I said. Nothing in my mind has changed. I'm kind of hard reading the knockoff. I really think you're going to knock off here. Just goes for another knockoff. That's exact. Okay. We're in decent shape. Don't have my Assault Vest. So that's going to be an issue. It's not going to be an issue. What do I do here? Okay. I don't think you stay in, right? I don't think you stay in here. I don't know, you might stay in here. You don't really have a good switch into Volcanion. And Volcanion, honestly, Volcanion's mostly here just to eat up Will-O-Wisps from this thing. But, kind of feel like I just Steam Eruption here, right? I'm gonna go with that young Steam Eruption. It's gonna do something to something. In comes the Hoopa. Now, the fact that you're bringing in Hoopa all willy-nilly makes me think that it's Assault Vested, or at the very least it's built to be incredibly specially defensive, but Jesus! That does so much. Now, what's Hoopa's speed? Can I outspeed this? I have no idea what Hoopa's speed is. I know it's hella slow. I want to say base 70. That's a complete guess. No idea. I gotta guess. Oh, base 80. Interesting. Oh, no, that's Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Bound is 70. I don't know what my speed is, but I'm not invested at all. I'm gonna look up Volcanion. It has to be pretty slow as well. But is it 70 slow? Oh, we potentially speed tie. But again, I did so much to this dang Hoopa. I have to go for another Steam Eruption. I just have to go for another Steam Eruption. As you go for the Thunderbolt, that can't do too much. No, that's not doing. That's not. No. Ooh, that actually. Oh. I needed that Assault Vest. Okay, but yeah, I genuinely didn't see that coming. Okay. Actually, so I'm gonna take a look at something here. So, just so I know, the special attack stat on my Volcanion was 199. And just so I know, just so I can get an idea of how much I would be doing to a Hoopa. Would you Scarf Hoopa? I think you would. No, I don't think it's Super Scarf. And I'm probably really dumb and he probably switches moves up already in this match, but I didn't notice it. I kind of want to go into Chinchino. Or I could test out the Scarf and bring in Lanturn. Lanturn is fully... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to test the Scarf. If he swaps out, he has to be Scarfed, then I can always just Volt Switch. And I'm max HP, max special defense. And I'm calm, I'm pretty sure. Calm leftovers. I'm taking something, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious that I'm afraid of Scarfs somewhere on this team. Some form of speed control is going to happen. Either Prankster Tailwind or Scarfed Kieran Black. I know something crazy is going to happen, but Scarfed Hoopa is something that I didn't consider. Now, he switched out. Does that mean... Oh man, I should have stayed in on this. I would have loved to stay in on the Registeel. But either way, I got the Volt Switch. And honestly, Lanturn would have probably been the best matchup for me in this situation. But I'm gonna swap in the Brobat. You can't really do anything to me if I taunt. You're either going to Thunder Wave, which will be nullified, or set up Rocks, which will be nullified. I mean, you can Iron Head me, I guess, but I can't really see that doing too much to me. And from here, what? Seismic Toss is going to be like 25% or so, just a little bit more. So I'm just going to taunt straight away. Let's see what you do. I'm really curious to see what you do. You're probably Thunder Wave, right? Can't use Stealth Rock after the taunt, so now I just U-turn here. There's no point in staying in. but I probably U-turn into Lanturn if he stays in, and if he doesn't stay in, actually no, because you probably have Seismic Toss. Oh man, do you have Seismic Toss or do you have Iron Head? No, you have to have Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss just does more. And I have too many water types. I mean, I didn't bring the Gastrodon, but Gastrodon was an option. Oh, Canyon was an option. You have Seismic Toss. And Lanturn, I mean, it has hella HP, but I don't want to give too much of that up. I don't want to give too much of that up. Lanturn's my best switch. Lanturn's my best switch. I don't want to give too much on Charlotte, my Galvantula. And Chinchino, I don't want to give too much on either. This would be perfect for Rock Canyon if he was still around. And I definitely don't want to give anything up on my Kartana. I guess I go into Lanturn? I don't feel good about this, though. I don't feel good about this. I have leftovers. That'll help, I guess? I don't know. I don't feel good about this at all. Rock Slide? Is that Rock Slide on the dang Registeel? That's adorable. Okay, I'm soaking. I love the fact that that Registeel is in here. But I'm gonna soak the shit out of whatever comes in. Oh, it's time. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. Lanturn in on the Registeel. Something's getting soaked. I want it. I'd love it to be the Registeel, but please switch into Kieran Black. Please. There goes the soak, and now I just Volt Switch out. Or I could discharge. Wait, what? Did I miss something? What just happened? I feel like I just missed something. Oh, well. I don't know if that's just like the regular text for discharge or for soak, but it looked like I missed something. Either way, that's cute. You got your little I could discharge, but that's not gonna do much for me, right? It's only like what, 20 points more damage? What is discharge? Base 80. It's only 10 more damage, and I could paralyze it, which is neat, but nah, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. Especially if you switch, you could just really want to set up those rocks, in which case, okay, so you either Earthquake, in which case I go into Crobat. Either way, I'm going into Crobat, no matter what. But either you go for the Earthquake, and I'm just here and I taunt again, or you go into, or you go for the Stealth Rocks now that you're out of taunt, and I just defog, so it'll be fine. But then you Rock Slide me, and nah, it's not gonna be pretty either way. I forgot to click switch. That's important. It was actually kind of stressful. I don't really have too much that can deal with this. I honestly don't even have too much that can deal with this. But you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Step 1, get rid of these dang rocks. Step 2, taunt this thing. There goes the Rock Slide. I'm curious to see what this says. I'm thinking in my head, so this is what I'm thinking, right? I taunt this thing. And then I U-turn into the Lanturn. Oh, this Registeel's doing too much damage to me. I have to, like, actually deal with it. I can't just play these games anymore. I have to, like, actually do something to it now. But what? I don't really have anything that could deal with this. Yeah, but giving up Volcanion might have actually just lost me the game. I really can't break through this thing. I really just can't even break through this thing. So actually, that's what I'm thinking, right? Oh, it's still a water type. It's still a water type. Interesting, it's still a water type. I could swap into Galvantula here. I could U-turn into the Galvantula here. That's interesting. I forgot that it's still a water type. Oh man, I should have stayed in and Brave Birded actually if it's still a water type. That's actually true. Man, I'm not thinking right now. So let's see. And if it's still a water type, I can bring in Chinchino. Actually, yeah, I'd bring in Chinchino here. I have the Skill Link Bullet Seed. I have the Skill Link Bullet Seed. Chinchino, it's time. There goes the Rock Slide. Chinchino should take that. I'm guessing 40%. Ooh, interesting. That took a lot better than I thought. So, do you think that I have the Bullet Seed, or do you think I'm just bringing it in here because I'm bringing it in? Because I could U-turn out, but that's too risky. If I U-turn out, then that gives him way too much momentum. But if he goes into the Kyurem, then he has a lot of momentum going his way as well. But there goes the Bullet Seed. That's not doing nearly enough. That's not doing nearly enough. Man, even with the Life Orb. Alright. It does a lot. I'm not gonna say it's not doing anything. It's doing a good amount. And it doesn't look like Registeel has too much to answer me with. So that's fine. Now, I feel like you can't give up Registeel. But at the same time, the taunt wears off. I feel like I Tail Slap. Okay, you could swap, right? What would you swap into? You could swap into Kyurem. You could swap into... Oh, you have Sableye. I really can't really Tail Slap. You could swap into Tornadus. Yeah, so that kind of makes... That really makes me Rock Blast here. So it's like, if you want to stay in, I'll be able to take you out. If I can land this. If you want to swap out, then I'll be able to just do and take you out. I really, really misplayed by not realizing how important Volcanion was. That's setting me back quite a bit here. And we're already 20 minutes into this battle. It's wild. But yeah, that really did set me back quite a bit. And I'm honestly... I'm obviously regretting it, but... It just made me give up so much momentum when my team matches up so well. If I could just handle that Volcanion better. I was a little bit cocky with the Volcanion. Well, I didn't know Hoopa could do that, first of all. Goes into Pixie. In on the Rock Blast. So just giving up Pixie, I guess. That's cool, man. Thankfully we hit, and thankfully we just get taken out. But that puts us in an okay position. You get a free switch into something. Well, what do you spend that free switch on? What do you spend that free switch on? I gave up so much momentum. Yeah. I'm still in decent shape. After that Bullet Seed, I'm in pretty decent shape. Oh baby, a Kyurem. Oh baby, a Kyurem. Alright, the fact that you're bringing this in means like 100% you're scarfed, right? So this is interesting. 100% you're scarfed. But I have to test it, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna Rock Blast. If you're scarfed, fine. Yeah. There we go. What is this? What's happening? I don't even know what that is. What? Free? Is this a 2-turn move? Is this what just happened? I have no idea what just happened. But wow, I literally have no idea what's happening. I don't know what that move was. Freeze Shock, okay. Freeze Shock does nothing on the turn it's selected. That's interesting, okay. So, I have no idea what this move is. I'm assuming it's an Ice-type move. Ice-type, power 140. It is a 2-turn move. That is wild. Why do you scarf this thing and put Freeze Shock on it? Well, I can switch into something, I guess. it's a special move, I'm guessing? I have no idea. Is it a physical move? Damage dealing. Blah, blah, blah. Physical does not make contact. Okay. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I mean, I feel like I just leave this be, right? I have to let Chinchino go, I feel like. Or does Crobat really do anything for me? Actually, yeah, let me see. I could just give up Crobat here. Crobat helps me taunt Registeel. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything for me. Chinchino has a couple more hits in him. So I will just give up Crobat, I guess. But actually, in between turns, I have to make sure. I have to be 100% sure, because I am like 90% sure right now that my Chinchino is specifically made to be able to naturally outspeed a Kyurem Black. I'm like 90% sure about that. Okay, no, I'm gonna use my time. I'm sorry that I've been using this much time already, but I'm like 90% sure. So, Black Kyurem naturally maxes out at 161 speed, right? Now, unless I did something wrong, my Chinchino should be faster than that. My Chinchino is 180 speed, and it outsped my Chinchino. So I go into my Scarfed Kartana, get a Smart Strike off, get a Scarfed Smart Strike off, and go in. This is where we go in. That's probably that was way too obvious. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone into something that can U-turn. But you're gonna withdraw. I'm gonna get a fast Smart Strike off. In comes Tornadus. Let's see how much this does. Because as long as it does more than 50, then I'm fine. Yes. That's beautiful. So you either Tailwind here. Yeah, you're gonna Tailwind here. But if you Tailwind, then you give up your Tornadus, and that's a great trade-off, because then I could just switch in on the Freeze Burn. And here comes a Smart Strike, down you go. Yeah, you couldn't swap in Tornadus. You had to give something up to get that free switch in to Tornadus. That was the only way this works. Now Kartana has the Beast Boost, and now we can start going in. Now we can start going in. Look, mistakes were made, but I did something right. Okay, so now you could Will-O-Wisp me, which is not great. Right, that's not great. So I'm gonna have to do some... I'm at +1. I'm at +1, right? Come on. I have to take you out. Kartana, blank set. Against Sableye Mega. Blank set. I'm gonna make it, like, max defense. And it'll probably try to Will-O-Wisp me, but let's just see. I'm just gonna make 100% sure. My attack stat is 233 at +1. So that has to be 252 Adamant, I'm guessing. It's just, oh, it's 252 Jolly, okay. And I am at +1. So Smart Strike, how much you doing? It's doing minimum, oh, but this is blank set, so let me, at 252 HP, it does minimum 61. Add in 252 defense, and it does between 49 and 60%, so it comes down to a roll. If you are 100% max physically defensive. If you're also a positive defense nature, then I'm in trouble. But I feel like we just take the risk. Out goes Smart Strike. Ooh. Yeah, that 100% looks like just a bad roll. That 100% looks like just a bad roll, because I'm doing 49.6% minimum to 59.2%. That's a bad roll, but the only reason I'm not worried about that is because Kyurem is so low that anything from Galvantula is going to take it out. Now I just have to check one thing. I have to check one thing. My Galvantula is scarfed and its speed is 128. So I'm hoping I did everything right, but 128 times 1.5 is 192. That 100%, that outspeeds everything on his team right now. That outspeeds everything he wants to do in his life. Out comes Charlotte the Galvantula. I take this out. He brings out... Yeah, everything on his team is so low. He has Galvantula. Or, I'm sorry. He has Sableye, he has Kyurem, he has Registeel. That's it, right? No, he has 4. What else does he have? Does he still have Hoopa? Hoopa might be a problem. But I feel like everything is so low that I can just Thunderbolt everything. I mean, I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe a Pokemon in the back has a little bit more health than I thought it did, and that might be an issue, but here, I'm just gonna start putting in Galvantula into the calcs. I'm gonna start putting Galvantula into the calcs. In comes this. Ooh, this I'm kind of worried about. This I'm kind of worried about. I'm gonna check to this. But what do you do to me? You can Rock Slide me, but is that gonna do that much to me? Are you like 100% EV'd to take out a Galvantula with Rock Slide? My special attack is 162. My special attack is 162. I can't be right. Oh, whoops. 252. Yeah, now what are we doing to a Registeel? With Thunderbolt. Oh wow, this is not good. That's really not good. Oh, that's Registeel level 100. Even at level 50, it's not looking good. Oh, another roll, but that's uninvested. Yeah, I have to switch. I have to switch. I have to go on a Lanturn specifically. Because Galvantula is the only thing that could take out the rest of Kyurem's HP. Go for the Rock Slide. But this is where I go for the Soak and the Discharge. Actually, I'm just gonna go for the Discharge, I think. I'm just gonna go for the Discharge. I'm gonna swap out into Hoopa? Hoopa, yeah. 2 Discharges should do enough. Yeah, two Discharges do enough, but you are either Specs or Scarfed. And I'm max special defense. I have to just assume that I can hit whatever... I have to assume that I can do the rest. Energy Ball! I did not think about that either. That did not... We live the Energy Ball. You know what? That's retribution for the Sableye. I feel bad that I took that, but that's retribution for the Sableye. Because Cortana should have been able to take out the Sableye. I got a super unlucky roll. He also got a super unlucky roll. Oh, that sucks though. That sucks though. That Hoopa is really good. I did not know Hoopa did that much. Hoopa is basically the way that I like to run my Azelfs. But yeah, that's super unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. I feel like I soak this just to ensure that Chinchino comes in. Yeah. Yeah. This is just to make 100% sure that whatever Chinchino wants to do, it takes out Registeel, or you switch into... Ooh, Stealth. That really hurts me. Well, no, because now I get a super effective Discharge off. And this is where we're really talented. We get the paralysis on the discharge, and he gets fully parried. He's gonna be able to take this discharge. I'm like certain of that. But this is what I'm thinking, right? Man, I really did not plan even a little bit for Hoopa. I did not think Hoopa was gonna come. And Hoopa does so much. I did not know Hoopa got so much coverage. Yeah, it does enough. It does enough. Lanturn's gonna take me, or Lanturn's gonna get taken out. Now, does Chinchino... Oh, he still thinks my Galvantula is sashed. He still thinks my Galvantula is sashed. That's adorable. That's why I set up the rocks. But also, Chinchino... I don't think Chinchino can live in a switch. Can live a switch in. If Chinchino lives on like 1 HP, then we're golden. I'm pretty sure that we're golden. Nope, never mind. Okay. Never mind then. It's Galvantula against the world, and he definitely still thinks that I am Focus Ash. Now, am I missing anything? Kyurem Black. Look, I'm just curious. Thunderbolt does max 22%, and Bug Buzz is doing max 45% to a Kyurem Black uninvested. So yeah, Bug Buzz is definitely the move to go for here. I made a huge mistake because I scarfed this Galvantula enough to outspeed the Tornadus, and what I should have done was scarf it such that it outspeeds Tornadus and scarfed Kyurem, which I could have done. I could have done that. I just didn't. I thought it would be enough, but oh no, this is really unfortunate because obviously I had to lock myself into Bug Buzz, and because it does the most to Kyurem, but I should have just gone for the Thunderbolt and let him take it. At this point, the Scarf of the Kyurem just wins the game. I needed to be able to Thunder Wave it with Lanturn, but I didn't have an opportunity to actually get it in after that Energy Ball. That Energy Ball... Now things are starting to make sense, because he scarfed himself so that he wouldn't have to run mixed Kyurem Black. And you know what, while we're here, let's just see. So Kyurem Black, and with a Lanturn here, I was 252 HP, 252 special defense, so him building his Kyurem Black completely physically offensively really hurt me. But if I just put Outrage on the Kyurem Black, then Outrage does a minimum 70% to Lanturn, so me never being able to get a Thunder Wave off on the Kyurem was really what lost me the game. And I would have been able to do that pretty easily, but I had no way of dealing with the Registeel, and I really needed to protect the Volcanion for that. And yeah, after the Volcanion went down, I was kind of scrambling a little bit just to figure out a way to neutralize the Registeel, but I could never really gain momentum on the Registeel. And at both of those moments, Hoopa was the one that came through. Hoopa Thunderbolted Volcanion to be able to neutralize that, and then it Energy Balled the Lanturn to be able to neutralize that. And at that point, it wouldn't have been a threat anyway because it was so low, and it was the only way of dealing with the Registeel. But I really needed a better way of dealing with Registeel. I worried so much about the Tornadus and the Kyurem that I never figured out a way to deal with the Registeel. But yeah, that's until that goes, and here it just takes me out, and that's gonna be it from me.
Well, either way, we had fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will have this kind of league content at least once a week, obviously, until the end of the season, and there will be plenty of stuff surrounding the release of Guardians Rising, but also I am really excited about getting back in a battle spot. I have some very fun ideas for some VGC teams, and I have some great VGC battles and 6v6 battles recorded that I would also like to show you guys, and that will all be coming soon. Thank you guys. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be once again out.